Hello everybody and welcome to Anarchy in the Ukulele with me, Paul Mansell. So today I'm going to look at reviewing this Kala KA-CEME ukulele. I've had this for a little while. I've had this for about 4 years, but they're still readily available actually. These retail at about £172. This one here, I bought it actually as a bit of a workhorse. So I wanted something just sort of average price, but that was going to be really reliable just to take to gigs as a backup one. And I also wanted something that I could plug in, and this one you can plug in. The only addition that I've done to this, other than changing the strings, is I've had this little button strap put in here that you can see. Okay, so the strings it comes with are Aquila strings, Aquila Nile Gert strings. I've actually kept the top three and then I've put a metal wound low G on it. It's actually a D string from a guitar. I quite like doing that. So let's have a little listen to this ukulele first off, and then I'll tell you all about it. So here we go. There you go, there's a pretty little piece called Allegretto by Matteo Carcassi, taken from my first book, Classical Uke. So what we've got here, we've got a concert size. This retails, I've seen it anywhere between about 159 is about the cheapest I've seen it, through to about 179. I think the average is about £170. It's mahogany, it's got rosewood fingerboard and bridge. It's got the silver tuners, closed back tuners, die cast they are. It's got silver nickel frets, and it's got the fret markers in the usual standard place of 5, 7, 10 and 12, and then it's got the side markers as well. It's got 18 frets, and it's got this nice black binding that you can see there. This isn't the exotic one, I don't think. They do one now that's a little bit more fancy. You can see the back is really, really pretty. They do one now that's exactly the same but called the exotic one, and it's just a bit more fancy, to be honest, because the front of this is pretty plain for a Kala, I'd say, but that was partly what sort of drew it to me, really, that I like the plainness of it. That said, the back is very nice. This thing here, I just put these on here to stop the ukulele from slipping around. It also comes with a pickup and also a tuner. Okay, so it's a chromatic tuner. You have to put you put a little battery in here. It's a 9-volt battery that goes in there, and then you can tune it here. You can also, when you plug it into an amp, you can alter the volume there. You can also alter the tone and the bass. So the playability is very nice. You can see it's got a fairly low action there. It's sitting in at about 3 mil at the 12th fret, which is nice. So the action's really nice. So it's nice and relatively easy to play, even as you go up the neck. doing bar aids up the neck isn't too hard. It's you know, relatively simple one to play. You're not going to have any problems there. Sound wise, it's really nice actually. This has got very slightly dead strings on it. It's not going to set the world on fire, but for, you know, £170 you wouldn't expect it to. That said, it's a very nice sound. It's a very even sound, I will give it that. If you're trying to get a little bit of vibrato, I think it resonates fairly well, to be honest. There's quite a lot of sound coming out of that. So the concert's always a little bit louder than the sopranos anyway. It's the intonation's really, really excellent on it, even as you go up the neck, which is the important thing. As you're playing up the neck, the notes stay in tune. That's all the intonation means. That as you go up the neck, it's as in tune as it is down the neck. Might seem like a little thing, but actually a lot of ukuleles suffer from bad intonation, especially, I don't know why, but it always seems to be when you're playing a D note. If you go from a C to a D, often the D is very sharp, but there you can hear that's a really nice change that you've got there. It's never let me down, certainly. You know, when I've played it, I haven't had people rushing up to me saying, wow, what's that ukulele? But it's never let me down. And I think people who see it just think, you know, nice looking ukulele. For £172, you can't really go wrong. You can get this one without the pickup and without the tuner, which will make it a tiny little bit lighter. And I think it's about £40 cheaper without, so it's, you know, just over the £100 mark. With the pickup and the tuner and the battery going in there, because it's a fairly big battery that goes in there. I think it's 9 volt. Oh, I can't open it for some reason. No, it won't let me open it. But it's a little bit weighty on that side, but nothing too bad. Let's have another little listen to it. So it's very, very well balanced. I think it could do with being a little bit brighter. I think it's a little bit dull to sound. But that said, I've used this in concerts and really enjoyed playing it. And like I say, it's never let me down. I like the sound. It could be a little bit brighter for me, but it's very even. It suits the low G as well. I think it gives it sort of that extra depth, this one. Some ukuleles seem to almost struggle with that a little bit, but this one, it's nice. So yeah, I mean, would I recommend this? I would. Certainly for under £200, you know, it always amazes me what you can get for under £200, and especially having the fact that you can plug it in. I have plugged this into an amp and it stands up very well, actually. I've got a few that you plug into amps and the sound just distorts. This is really clear when you plug it in, and you get quite a big range, actually, also on altering the bass and the treble, so that's good. So yeah, there's no problem plugging it in. So if you're sort of part of an electric band, or you just want to do a bit of gigging, or you want to do a bit of busking and have it a little bit louder, then yeah, it works well plugged in. I didn't get any distortion or anything like that. Stays in tune well. The tuning pegs are nice and accurate. It's nice looking. It's got the black Kala logo. Really thin head on the top, actually, but a nice looking head. Nice and easy to hold. Good uke, I would say, either as a starter uke or a good step up. You know, if you started on like a 30 quid uke, 40 quid uke, and you want to look at your next ukulele, I would say this is a really good one to look at. So that is the Kala KA-CEME. Hope you've enjoyed this review. If you have, don't forget to like, subscribe and ring that bell. Thanks very much.